Hey darling, welcome or welcome back. Cellulite and Love Tarot, or Hillary for short. I hope that you're doing so freaking fantastic. I'm going to see who's keeping their eye on you right now, okay? And why, what their intentions are, their feelings. We'll see if this is someone that you're thinking about. Look at the details. Okay, what is going on? Who's keeping tabs? Who's keeping a watchful eye on my darling? Laughter, okay? Happiness, joy, healing. Someone really enjoys watching you. Whatever they're seeing, it's making them smile, okay? You have a way of brightening this person's mood, their outlook. They think that you're funny, wholesome. Yeah, they think that you're wholesome. And what else here? We got narcissist, egotistical, opportunist, fragile. Intimacy is at the bottom, okay? Nightlife, striptease, gamble, Vegas. Here's what's really interesting. With this, I'm almost feeling like the Wheel of Fortune card with this nightlife card. I don't know why. That's just the first thing that I thought of was the Wheel of Fortune. And I feel like, in a sense, like you feel a connection to this person, right? I would think that you would agree with this. That's who I'm reading for. You would agree that you have a connection with someone. But at this point, you may feel like, because of how this person navigates, where you're just like, they only do things that make them feel good. They only think about that. If anything requires any work or any consistency, any stability, any mutual respect, closeness, if it requires that from them, this person would rather gamble their opportunity with me away to go find something easier or quicker validation elsewhere. This is a very interesting energy. Okay. You may feel like, even though you know that you have a connection with this person and you've been very kind, there's feminine energy down here, nurturing, gentleness, mothering. You're like, I have been as nurturing as I can be for this person every opportunity that they gave me. I have been as present as I could be. And this person gambles me away every single time. They're not consistent. I feel like I'm the laughing stock here at the end of the day. So you may recognize right now, you may be feeling like you taking a chance on them, or, choosing them. At this point, you're like, that would be kind of a gamble for me. And I don't know that it would turn out the way that I want it to. I don't know that I would hit the jackpot here. I feel like every time I gamble on giving this person an opportunity or a chance, I end up losing, right? I show up, I give it my best, I'm consistent, nurturing, I'm compassionate, I'm there for this person. They feel that, they know that. That's why they love me. That's why they come for me. That's why they come back to me, is because they know I will give them the type of love that maybe no one else ever gave them, right? They know that. They know I'm consistent for them. And yet they're not consistent enough to stay with me whenever I need that same mutual respect, that same stability, that same nurturing, that support. They gamble me away like that. Okay. I'm going to leave those out so that I can remember that. Okay. Eek. Well, why is this person keeping a watchful eye on you? Why is this person keeping a watchful eye on you right now? Okay, we could have an Aquarius here. The Star, Four of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Strength, Four of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, not Nine of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. Here's what's really hard about this person. This person feels that same connection to you. They know that there's something fated here, something written in the stars. They feel the most at home, the most stable when they are with you. They feel mostly the most aligned with their happiness, with their future, with what they aspire and dream for, what they thought once upon a time was wishing on a star or unrealistic. You're the one person that is like, a happy life would be possible with you. This person doesn't deny that. But they've been immature a lot. They've been very immature. And I feel like they've felt immature. And they have not known how to face that. They feel like emotionally or mentally like stunted, in a sense. They're just like, every time I try to show up and be more available or be more ready, I feel like it's trying to tame a lion. That could be ego. With that strength card, when we got that narcissist, they could have an ego that they feel like is just untamable. Like they have been trying to appease and feed their ego, and they feel like it's just kind of untamable. And that's exactly why they've held back. It's really, I can kind of feel for this person. Okay, I'm not going to label someone as a narcissist, even though the narcissist card came out. Many people operate with narcissistic tendencies because they don't know what else to do. And I'm not giving this person a pass at all. But I can also understand why people make certain choices that they make, especially if they don't know what else to do. And that's what I'm seeing with this person. This person's stunted since childhood. Stunted since childhood. I can tell you, when you light their way and show them a person, a connection that can make them feel happy and fulfilled, yes, you would think that would be like, oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Wow, I should do everything in my power to really pursue that, to invest in that, to nurture that. But when you feel like you're underprepared, when you feel stunted oh my God, can I stop stuttering? When you feel stunted and you feel like you're a child trapped in an adult's body, then they're just like, how could I possibly maintain this? How could I possibly maintain this? You one day will see that I'm a child trapped in an adult body. And then what does that mean for you? And here's what they're not understanding and why they're watching you. You amaze them. You amaze them. You are phenomenal to them. So then you're on a pedestal. They put you on a pedestal, and every time they look up at that pedestal, the perception makes them feel this tall. I can tell you your perception has probably been, this person just gambles our connection away to find something easier that makes them feel better. I don't think that's how this person has navigated psychologically at all. That doesn't change that that's what you would have experienced. I think this person has navigated as, you're too good to be true. You're too good for me. You'll figure that out. And then what? I'll feel even smaller when you realize that. When you leave me, then what will I have left? So I'll leave first. I'll leave first because you will figure it out. And I'll go settle for something that makes me feel a little less like I'm this tall compared to someone so phenomenal. This has been a fight against themselves, not against you in this connection. I like that the star came out first because that does tell me that there is healing that's happening. As this person keeps an eye on you, there's healing that's happening. Here's the other part of this, though, that I think is a little, I'm not happy with it, okay? Because I see like the narcissistic tendency here. You may feel like this person like is rotating in and out of your life. And you're just like, yeah, I'm channeling right now. Okay, so you, I feel like, have said, I do love and I accept this person for who they are. Flaws and all, issues and all. I see them. I see it. I understand them. I don't judge them. I see how I could have made very similar decisions if I had very similar situations. And maybe I even have, and I've chosen to be differently, but we all make our own choices, and their choices are not my choices to make. I just have to accept the choices that people make. And this person doesn't choose me. They gamble me away. You know how hard, I'm channeling for you. Do you know how hard, Hillary, I have worked to accept that this person doesn't choose me despite me knowing that we have a connection and me knowing that they know that we have a connection? Do you know how absolutely heartbreaking that's been for me and how challenging that's been for me to accept that this person may not choose me despite both of us knowing what this is? Do you know how hard that's been? I do. I know. And so I see you putting your best foot forward on your own and saying, I've got a life to live. I have a life to live. I have to be strong. I have children to be strong for, or, I just have to keep this to myself. Whatever this is, there's a bigger life outside of me. There's more to do. And so I can't be hung up on this because I'll live a sad, miserable existence. And I don't want to be miserable. I deserve happiness. And so I see you trying to put your best foot forward, trying to just accept what is, accept this person with love, without condemnation. Like I said, I'm feeling very iffy about this narcissist card because I feel like you may be like, I'm actively having to choose not to vilify this person. Because vilifying someone and putting a label on them and assuming the worst about them and their intentions only hurts me. That's not out of love. I want to know that I love purely and intentionally, no matter what. So I am actively choosing not to see the worst in this person, but to accept that they are a person with free will, and I have to accept that. And every time I choose to accept that and I move forward and I get on a path where I feel like I'm doing well, this person comes back and they reach out. And I'm left with a position. Do I invest in this person? Do I withhold from this person? Do I try to find a middle ground? What is the most loving thing to do? What is the most loving thing to do for them? What is the most loving thing to do for me? How do I accept this person, accept me, accept this connection, accept that they could be here one minute and gone the next? How do I do that and still pick myself up and be okay no matter what? And I feel like this has been your issue with this, is just like, this is so much for me. You have no idea, Hillary, how much mental work this takes, how much I have to hold in my feelings, how much I have to hold on to and process on my own terms because I don't want to leak out and infect everyone around me. You have no idea, Hillary. I know. I see the frustration and I see your decision to I'm going to focus on my path. I'm going to focus on what's good for me. I'm going to focus on happiness and on the future and their bigger life situations outside of me beyond just this person, but also how can I don't want to avoid that, this is here for a reason. I see it. I do. Okay. I'm seeing both of your perspectives here. And I do feel like this person comes back because they don't want to see you fully move on. I will say that. They don't want to see you fully move on and move forward. That's why they keep coming back and keep planting seeds, because they're just like, I don't feel prepared, or I don't feel good enough for you, but also it would crush me to know that you're actually gone. So I just have to keep a little shred of hope alive. I just got to see if you still have a soft spot for me. Okay. What are this person's intentions right now as they're watching you? Actually, I don't know that I should get their intentions. I'll do it. Okay, what are this person's intentions right now as they're watching me? Queen of Swords and the Sun. We've got Destiny on bottom. That's the Wheel of Fortune in this deck. I will say, I do feel like it's bittersweet for them watching you, because on the one hand, it's they don't want to believe that you could be happy without them, that you could change the trajectory of your life and find fulfillment elsewhere, right? That you can make the most of your circumstance. That is hard for them. but they see it, and also at the same time, there's something about your energy that teaches them how to choose happiness intentionally, choose fulfillment, choose the good, right? This person could even watch you trying to find any reason to not find happiness in you. That feels kind of heavy. It's like they try to find things that don't make them happy, but they can't help it. Like, the more they see you, the more you shine, the more truth radiates from you. Even if it's a harsh truth, it is impacting this person to change things in their life, to do good. This person, it's like they also want to tell you how happy you make them, but there is a fear here about this person has a communication problem. That's the thing. Okay. It's not as simple as them just talking and expressing how happy you make them, how fulfilled you make them, how much you shining your light really brightens their day. It's not just about that. It's also like they know to make things work out here with you, that they would have to express everything. Things that they probably even avoid within themselves. But you inspire them because you express even the hard shit. You express. Yeah. 6 of Wands. There's the ego again. They're just like, I just want to feel important. I just want to feel valuable. I love the way that you look at me, the way that you recognize me, the way that you see my possibility, but maybe what you're seeing in me is just a reflection of you, and that terrifies me. What if I can't meet the expectations that you have of me? Because if to meet those expectations, I have to be really open and raw and honest with me and with you. And I'm worried that if I do that, you would cut me right off and I'd be just lost. Okay, so I'm getting like this changing energy where whatever they're seeing in you, however you're shining, it is changing something within them. I want to see what's changing. And maybe what also needs to help, maybe what else is changing within you, okay? What's changing within this person as they're watching you? Strength, Temperance, the Queen of Cups, and the Hierophant. 3 of Swords is on bottom. This Lion keeps coming out. We got the 6 of Wands, which had a lion. We got the Strength, which is the lion. Strength again, another lion. I feel like what's phenomenal to this person is like you're very much mirrored. They see that within you. You're very much mirrored. And so they see that you struggle with the same exact maybe inadequacy issues or you have in the past. They see that, they recognize that. And what is helping change something within them is that you're addressing this head on. You're integrating it. You're just like, this isn't a part of me to avoid, it's a part of me to nurture and address. That's what it is. I accept that I have aspects of me that are harder to tame. That doesn't mean I can't. It means I need to love it. It means I need to love my shadow, my difficult side, my inner beast. We all have one. Sorry, I kicked my phone stand. We all have one. It doesn't mean that I shouldn't love that side of me. If I'm feeling inadequate, that means I need more love there. I need to speak adequacy over myself. I need to feel adequate and lovable and worthy and good enough, even if there's nothing outside of me that gives me any good reason to. I will turn that into adequacy for myself. You amaze this person with that. You do. I do see this person in like a surrender, trying to change. You know what it is? I feel like this person's had an epiphany about you and your love for them. Because I do feel like it's been navigated. I do feel like your love has been navigated in ways that other people, it would be just so cut and dry for other people. Just like, oh, well, you cross this line, it's a no. But your love is very unconditional. And so you're just like, I have had to do the best that I can to love this person despite some shitty circumstances on their end, on my end. But everything I've done has been trying to show up in love. Every single thing. Period. There's nothing I haven't done with this connection or this person that wasn't rooted in love. And I feel like this person is seeing that, recognizing that, and they're just like, how could I assume that darling would be the most hateful, neglectful, hurtful person when I have given them every reason to be so? I have given them any excuse that darling could have to be an unloving, harsh, judgmental person towards me. I've given them that. I've given darling that. And they never treat me that way. And that's who they are. That's who darling is. Darling is love. Darling is loving. I know that. So why would I assume that they're going to understand something about me that's going to suddenly make them say, no, never mind. Like, they're recognizing that that's their own thoughts. That's their own voice. That's their own self-concept. That actually has nothing to do with you and your character, because this person has given you every freaking excuse and reason. Life has given you every excuse and reason to be a hardened, cold-hearted bitch. And you're not. That's your active choice. That's your active choice. This person is like, I have to surrender and accept the love here. That it is what it is. It's as pure as it could be. It is, your love is divine love. The Hierophant and the Queen of Cups, your love is divine love. The World here. Knight of Swords. Okay, is this person just gonna like stay watching, or is there any upcoming actions or anything that darling could expect? It's coming up here. The Moon. Well, that's more silence. We got the Moon and Sun. We got more silence, more fear, and the Magician. I think what I would say to you about this person, what's happening right now, is that you understand that this comes in phases, okay? Phases. There's a phase, this is a phase. This person will learn something, you are learning something. Oh yeah, I meant to ask what you're learning. I'm going to ask real quick, okay? What are you learning right now during this phase? Page of Swords, Queen of Cups. Learning self-love. Learning self-love. Even though it feels like a tightrope walk. Yeah. I feel like if I could encourage you, Four of Wands is at the bottom. So there's that connection, that amazing connection here. I say amazing. I don't feel like it's felt amazing for you. Okay. I would just encourage you to not let this person's behavior, like I said, you could say, this person just gambles me away for other people, so I must not be good enough, right? It must be that other people are just better suited for them, better for their love and affection and commitment and consistency and nurturing. That's not the case at all. I want you to always come back to center with yourself and remind yourself how lovable you are. Look for reasons to believe that their absence is love, okay? Your absence is love when it needs to be. See the love in it, okay? Trust that this is a phase for learning, curiosity, growth, all to come back to pure, unconditional, unadulterated love for self, for other, for all. This is teaching you how to remain stable, remain spiritually stable. You have a life mission here that has nothing to do with this person. You do have other things, and I feel like you're like, Hillary, I've been practicing staying and focusing on other things in my life, right? Allowing this person to take their space, to be gone, to not be here, to not nurture things, and having to just grow stability on my own, move forward, whatever. Like, I'm very well aware, Hillary. Okay, I get that. This is just more practice for you to stay on that, okay? Don't vilify this person. Understand where they're coming from. Still do what you need to do for yourself. Maybe you still feel a little bit wobbly when this person comes back. Is there anything that you can do moving forward to love unconditionally without wobbling your self-worth or your self-concept? I'm not sure. Only you can answer that. That's your own journey, okay? This person is learning things in their own phases as well. What is this? I already did what they were learning. Okay, I'm not going to do that. Still some silence, still some growing here in the dark, right? Things being illuminated, fears being addressed, inadequacies being addressed. This is a phase, all right? I'm going to leave this here. I hope that this reading resonated for you in your situation. If it did, please let me know down in the comments. I love and appreciate you so much. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed and liked and comments. I read your comments and I appreciate them. I appreciate you. It's never expected, but always, always, always appreciated, okay? I'm going to leave this here. I love you so much. Take care and ta-ta.